The SS Belgenland was laid down in 1912 by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast. She was to be the largest addition to the impressive fleet of modest ocean liners for the Red Star Line, which was under J.P. Morgan's International Mercantile Marine Company. At the onset of the Great War in 1914, construction was halted as efforts were diverted to feed the British war machine. However, with the rapid success of the German U-boat campaign in the Atlantic, the Belgian was to be quickly completed as a cargo transporter in Britain's attempt to replenish their sunken merchant fleet. Completed in 1917, she set sail for her duties under the White Star Line as the HMT Belgic. On the 11th of August, 1918, the HMT Belgic is nearly raided. The German U-boat U-155 would attempt to try and sink the Belgic, but this was unsuccessful as the U-boat could not position itself with the ship properly. In 1918 through early 1919, the HMT Belgic would now officially join the White Star Line. The Belgic, along with the Olympic and the remaining Big Four, would help return American and Canadian troops back home, and this would go all throughout the 1919 year. Through 1920, RMS Belgic received refits that put her up to standard with White Star Line's identity. Finally, she could embrace her role as an ocean liner alongside the Olympic and fellow new acquisition, the monstrous SS Bismarck, renamed the RMS Majestic, the largest ship in the world. However, the RMS Belgic received a different clientele than her running mates. She garnered the bookings of middle-class passengers that were more interested in the modest luxury than the old money brought by Olympic or the pomp and circumstance of the Majestic. In response to recent acts passed by the United States government, such as the Emergency Quota Act, which aimed to bring down the immigration levels of European refugees escaping the war-torn continent, RMS Belgic's third-class accommodations were unusually empty. On the 6th of April, 1923, the RMS Belgic set sail from Southampton, following the route that her fleetmates took from Southampton to New York, with the customary stop in Cherbourg. On the 14th of April, 1923, roughly 400 nautical miles from Newfoundland, she passed over the wreck of the Titanic. A brief memorial service was held to remember the 1,500 lives lost and the tragedy of the Titanic, before she continued to steam for New York. On the 17th of April, 1923, the RMS Belgic would arrive in New York Harbor and arrive one day late than her expected arrival time. During the transatlantic off-season, White Star Line sent the RMS Belgique on her first world cruise to compete with rival Cunard Line, aimed to compete with Cunard's RMS Caronia directly. Belgique offered more affordable, luxurious cruises on a slightly newer and larger ship. She departed from Southampton and visited Cherbourg, Havana, the Bahamas, Rio de Janeiro, Sydney, Manila, and many other ports before returning back to Southampton. A scheduled stop in Shanghai would be cancelled due to unknown reasons. During the latter part of her peacetime career, the RMS Belgique was caught in the crossfire of a shipping trust bust to ensure the survival of two rival companies, Cunard and White Star Line as one. In 1934, the Cunard White Star Line Ltd was formed, with majority of the shares going to Cunard based on the fleet sizes, and with Cunard having the larger fleet. With White Star Line's failed superliner and Cunard's project needing funding, the aging yet reliable RMS Belgique was pulled from service in 1935. In June, she was bought by the scrappers in Jaro and was broken up in 1936.